Welcome back to another episode of we Across the Pond. We're only two of the three today. I'm one of your hosts, Ad Sloan, and with me is Angela Garrity.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all fine. Before we get into any sort of topics, Angela goes first. What you vaping on?
Ooh. Okay, so I'm really excited because I've had this put away for a hot minute because they don't make them anymore. But I was really inspired. I saw Nick post his Grim with the 528 customs, and I was like, gosh, that's taking me back a couple years. So I had to pull out my BMI with the rose gold goon on top.
I see. I never
And
tried the goon.
oh, dude. It was like, for me, like the original, let's go to Cloudstown or let's go to Flavortown. It was the very first RDA that I was like, I love that. And then inside, because it's coffee talk, right? That's my best old SNL. Um, I wanted to do some bole bolu because I wanted something
Oh,
cakey banana to pair well with my oh god, I almost dropped it with my Venom iced coffee because it's hot as piss in Texas. And yes,
is that it
so that's
today?
what I'm vaping. And yeah, I'm usually just like a one show. I've got some stuff sat off to the side, but I'm like, it's not going to go really well with iced coffee. So I just, you don't want to mix a lemonade vape with iced coffee. Oh, not good.
I got to be honest, Brule Bolu, I think I plowed through 120 mils in like 3 days. I
So
can't
good.
vape it anymore. I have to hide it. I just don't buy it because it's about, I think it works out about 24, £25 there for a bottle. And it just gets too expensive. Just way too expensive.
So good.
It's
So
really
good.
good.
Banana cake town for days.
Oh.
What are you vaping on?
Well, I've got a few things. I've got the ether on the Odin 100 with per my mouth to lung aliens. Secret liquid, and there's one I've been working on. I told you earlier, so shh, don't know what's in it yet. But yeah, that's been really good. I've also got the Odin 250C with a drop, and in that I have some strawberry ice.
Oh,
That's really good. It's
that
really,
sounds
really good.
good. So like a strawberry menthol?
No, it's like a strawberry slushy drink, but like
Oh
it's
yeah, that
like
sounds good.
it's like brain freeze cold, so it's really good.
Oh, that's my kind of vape.
These are if you ever get hold of these like this line, they're lemonade. It just gives me instant brain freeze.
Mm.
It is really good. So I'll get a couple of bottles to send them over to you. They're really good. But
All right.
lastly, I've got my series mech with Axial Pro, and in there is another one of my liquids I've been working on, which is really good, really really good. And I'm drinking a very small cup of coffee, fucking strong coffee.
but is it tactical coffee?
Not really,
It
but
could
just a
be
smaller amount.
a small proper tactical coffee.
Yeah, I
I
suppose we can
like
call
that.
it that. And
I like
also,
it.
fuck off glass of water.
Oh yeah, because
So
everybody needs a fuck off glass of water.
yeah.
Mine comes in the form of ice. That's because I'm so bad about drinking water. I'm really bad. So
Or I
I'm
have to
trying to
force
work on
myself.
it. Yeah, I gotta work. I'm working on it, and it's been a lot easier being on keto, and
Mm.
because it's like, hey, girl, you're really thirsty. It feels like the
Yeah.
desert in that mouth. So go get some water.
See, I can't drink little cups of water, and I can't drink it out of like, like the coldest water bottles with the little straws. I use the old protein shake things, and I have it sitting
Mm-hmm.
next to me because I know if it sits there, if I don't drink it, I'm going to knock it over. And so I force myself
See,
to drink it.
I forced mine, being a proper Texan, in the Yeti.
Oh
The
yeah,
Yeti with like the magnetic lid guy, and this I was like, give me the straw, and I'll just drink it really fast. Put a little bit of lemon in there, make it like super ice cold.
so
Okay,
you're
I'll drink this
fancy
water.
water, fancy water.
Yeah, but it's just like tap water. Like I'm not a like water seeker. I did have some water though a couple weeks ago that I thought was pretty interesting. It was Voss.
Oh, in
And
the big glass jar thing.
yeah, I first found those at a strip club. It was awesome.
Fucking expensive.
No, they're expensive at a strip club, but they're not expensive. Like if you get them, I found one, they had collagen in it. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll drink this. And it was very, very lightly strawberry flavored. It was good. I loved it.
Okay.
Strawberry water. I was like, all right, this is good stuff.
There's a woman at my work that she has like the water bottles, but inside there's like a little tube. But they put crystals in it.
Okay.
But apparently
like flavoring?
No, good energy crystals.
What?
32,
like some like Wiccan water?
£32 for this water bottle with a hole in the middle that you put these crystals in. And I was like, I'm fucking
Shit, I might need one of those.
I was like, I think I'm missing something.
I think we need a show sponsor ad. We need a show sponsor. We need like the
Mystic waters.
Is it Mystic water, Wiccan water, like whatever you want to call it. I'm down. I would totally drink out of that.
It's weird because I was like, are they like ice cubes? Because you know, like with your whiskey, you can get like the cold rocks that you put in the freezer.
Yeah.
I thought it was something like that. She was like, no, they're the crystals I brought with them. I was like, I think I'm missing out. I'm going to go and get some gravel and I'll paint them purple. And I'll sell them to you for 32 quid a pop. But apparently it works. She's like, her energy's better. If it works for you, it's all good. Oh, before I forget, I need to show. I think I've already shown you this cappuccino liquid.
Ooh.
I don't drink cappuccino. I know you do, and obviously because it's coffee related. I tried a cappuccino and I vaped this. Identical.
Wow. Those are strong words because most coffee vapes are not good.
I hate coffee vapes. This
they're not good.
Really good. It's a UK one, so I got it from this guy that I know that owns. He's called Dark Lord of the South on Instagram. He's like a Star Wars fanatic.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Dark Lord of the South.
Well, he's in Southeast London. There's a shop in Southeast London, and his whole shop's just covered in Star Wars. And he sells some it's all like local liquids as well. So yeah, I picked that up from him, and even though I don't like cappuccino, and I'm not overly keen on that, I do actually really like it, if that makes sense, because it's you can see it's been well thought out, and they've actually got it like spot on. So yeah, I'll see if I can get some more of this, and we'll ship them over. You will love this.
I would totally probably love that.
It's a good little liquid.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll move on. So, what have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
Nothing really fun. So I was supposed to, like, we're always talking about like what new stuff have we got today. Okay, I was supposed to my phone was supposed to arrive at noon Texas time, and it's been 5 hours, and I am still waiting for my Z Flip phone to be delivered. So I was going to be all excited. Yeah, it's a new Samsung guy.
Oh,
and I was like, it reminds me of like the Motorola's a little bit back in the 90s. And I was like, I kind of like this. My phone's starting to like completely crap out. Like it doesn't want to hold a charge. And I'm like, all right, it's time. So it was supposed to be here, but you know, I'm still waiting. I'm like, I got one of the last cases in Best Buy for it. It's just sitting here. It's waiting for it's waiting for its master to arrive. And then I got a haircut. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I'm on one link now. I was like, I need something different.
Stuff like that. I'm the worst if someone's had their haircut. I never notice. I've been told off many times.
That's okay. It's okay. But that's what I've got. That's new, exciting. No, like I would say that everything for me has been far from exciting. Trying to sell the house, it literally was on the market for a month. It didn't move, so we removed it because I was like, I cannot deal with literally all these people parading through my house, and we're gone all weekend, which means I can't do the show. And I'm like, I want to come hang out with you guys and, you know, be like part of the community. And
yeah.
And my kids started school, and I was like, this is just too much. I can't. So I was like, we're going to have to bring it down, and we will revisit this at a later date. Yeah. So for now, we're right here. For now. That could change in 5 minutes, but we're here for now.
Oh,
so
Well, life comes first at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shit comes down, and you have to take care of it. So I haven't been around for like 2 weeks nearly. I've done the show with Jackson last week, but I haven't had time to scratch my own arse. If I'm honest with you, I've made, I've
Right.
made, I've made. Oh, hang on, my voice is a little tiny. I need to turn myself up. The boss behind me is telling me I'm a bit quiet.
Mm.
Just turn myself up.
She's the best boss ever.
Oh, she's great. She sits behind me watching
Yes.
it. Your voice is too. You need to look at your phone. I'm crap with chat. I can only do one thing at once. So I'm looking at you talking. I don't realise that this chat's going mental next to me. But yeah, no, I've been working like ridiculously. I've made one pair of coils in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
So
I'm
we're
built.
so we're living in the same world. I haven't written in months. I don't have time for it. It's
No,
awful.
well, I'm building a whole new build rig, a whole big situation. So I've managed to get
Mm.
hold of an oak tabletop, an old kitchen tabletop. It's really thick, so it's because
Oh,
I'm
nice.
on a wedding table that I use at our wedding. So it's bowed right in the middle, so nothing straight. So we've got that. So I had to buy more wood. I haven't even had time to put anything on it. So it's literally sitting in the garage. So yeah, I haven't had time to do that. The house was a mess, and obviously because of the wife being pregnant, yeah, it's just been mental. Got the bags ready today. The old shit bags, as I'm going to call them from now on.
Oh, I like that. Oh shit, it's time.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I couldn't believe the size of nappies and the prices of nappies. I know we're going off topic, but I'm
Uh-huh.
going to have a rant.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And you will notice like when they're like size like newborn, there's a whole bunch of them in the box. But then
Yeah,
as you get like to size 5, there's less. And you're like, I'm getting ripped off here. This is their nice way of saying potty train your kid.
yeah. Well, what I didn't realise, we went in there and I was like, okay, look, we'll buy some to put in the old shit bag. And I was like, oh, look, there's 2 packs for £2.50. I was like, let's get them. And I picked them up, she's like, no, they're the wrong ones. And in the smallest writing possible, it had a 2. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
does that mean 2 pack? It turns out, no, it doesn't. It means
No.
like 2 months. So
Size 2.
So we got a size 0 and literally pulled this thing out of the
Yep.
pack, and it's like
This tiny
this
little diaper.
tiny little thing. And then my
Uh-huh.
arse starts twitching, thinking, "Oh crap! It's nearly here now." So, but
So I don't want to put you on blast, but I will pass along some advice, I
what?
guess.
Every advice
This
is good
is,
advice.
you can ask Nicholas. This is what Nicholas did before River was born. He took a stuffed gorilla because gorillas are awesome. And he literally practiced putting diapers on this stuffed animal.
Yeah, that's a good
Because
shout.
when they're little bitty, they don't move around a lot. It's when they get a little older that they start like kicking their legs and like rolling over, and you're like, you're rubbing shit all over the place. That comes later. That comes
Okay.
later. But when they're little bitty, just, you're not going to do it wrong.
Oh,
Even if you put the diaper on backwards, it's still not wrong.
okay. Do you know that's a good shout? I
Yeah.
might do that. But we got
Yeah.
enough stuffed toys
Just
upstairs.
practice. Like he had like a little diaper that he could just put on like over and over and over. He's like, okay, I'm gonna practice so I'm ready. And he did.
My mate sent me a YouTube video. I was like, you need to learn to swaddle your baby. I was like, I don't even know what that is. And this thing was wrapped up like it was like a burrito.
Yes,
This,
they love it. They love it.
so I've got all that to look forward to.
Yep.
So yeah, we've just been going to appointments left, right, and centre. Yeah, it's just been mental. No time for anything else.
Mm-mm.
So it's quite nice. I'm at the end of the week. I've got to obviously work tomorrow now because I don't normally work Sundays, but I have to go in. So after tomorrow, I get to chill and I can
Oh, that's nice.
get back to normality a bit because it's been horrendous. But hey, that's the way of life. You got if I don't do it, I
That's
don't get
right.
paid.
That's
I,
right.
I don't think I can get Wi-Fi in a cardboard box on the side of the street, so it's best that it's best that I
Yeah.
just get it done. But no, so on to the main topic.
So
Main,
the main topic, let's see.
we've got two.
Yeah, like, okay, so the first one is kind of like it's hard for me because I don't, number one, I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to Twitter. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah,
Because for me, Twitter feels like a place to go and just complain. And then,
yeah,
like, for me, I see my feed like line of people just randomly complaining about shit.
yeah,
And I'm just not into that. Like,
yeah. I don't even have Twitter anymore.
sorry, I'm just like, it was, I have to very lightly go to Twitter. But apparently, there's two actors that have been really complaining, and it's Billy Baldwin and Laura Dern about vaping. And I'm like, okay, get in line, like get in line with, Jamie Lee Curtis, like
Uh,
this is whatever.
See, I deleted Twitter. I had it for a month, and it was horrendous from the word go. I
Yeah,
thought,
I'm not much of a Twitter person.
well, as a new person to Twitter, like, I've heard everybody going on about Twitter, and I've never really done social media, so I thought I'll get it for obviously the business, but then anything like that, you always end up doing your own stuff. So I thought, I'll follow some people that I'm interested in. So I started doing that, and then it's just the same old bollocks. And then
Yeah.
you go down the vaping rabbit hole, and the British vaping scene is pretty good because we don't
Yeah.
have the issues you got, but then it's a lot of clickiness, like obviously like what you guys had with the what's it called, the was it the vaping legion that used to just batter each other, just used to go and moan
Mm-hmm.
about each other. We have a lot of that as well, and then it was just obviously people moaning about vaping and other people getting involved. You see what this person said about this, but I really couldn't care less. I
Yeah,
really
I
couldn't
call
care
it
less.
social media for high school. That is my opinion of
Yeah,
Twitter. Like, it's just not for me.
but
Like, hold
it's
on, I'm gonna go see what was the last thing I even posted on Twitter,
I
because
think
now I'm like, curious minds want to know, like, what the heck? What was the last thing I even posted? I couldn't even tell you.
the mental thing about Twitter that I found is if you have an issue with a
Oh,
company, go on, what's the last thing?
that I backed, and I need to go get it. A hot sauce for coffee on Kickstarter, and it came, and I totally am gonna drink it tonight on the show.
Go get it.
It's called Ujo. Will you get the Ujo for me? Okay.
But the only good thing that I found with Twitter with a lot of people is if you've got an issue with a company and they're not replying to you, get on Twitter and then
Sure.
they get hold of you straight away. That's the only thing that I see Twitter's
Mm-hmm.
any good for. But Twitter as a whole, I just find it a cesspool of just negativity and
I agree. I'm like, that's not good for my mental health. Like, I
no,
just have to, very lightly tread on Twitter. I like good things,
yeah.
you
Like
know.
I use Instagram because it's a lot more simpler to use. Oh, she got it.
I did, and it came, and it's called Ujo, and it's hot sauce for coffee. One's the light roast, which apparently Nick Garrity has tasted, and he said it is hot. And then the dark roast. So we're going to do this tonight, and I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to do
Yeah,
it. I'm going to
you,
take one for the team.
you got sugar.
No, I
No,
can't have sugar. I'm on keto.
because the wife, if she
God,
wants something too spicy that I didn't know, she has a teaspoon of sugar and it cuts the spice straight
ah,
out. Oh God!
now you got me looking at all this, like, and it's so small I can't even read it.
Just do like half of it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But I have a dark roast coffee, so I figure I should at least, do the dark one. That way I don't cry on YouTube
You're
for it
doing
being
well.
too hot. I'm such a baby. Like, I don't do hot things.
Oh, the hotter the better.
So this ought to be fun.
I'm waiting. I'm
Oh, you want
happy
me to
now.
do it like right now? Like right now? Okay. All right. God, how much of this do I put in here? Dose in the teaspoon increments. I don't
What?
even have a teaspoon. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna
Just
okay.
what?
So first I should disclaim this is not actually okay, it's hot sauce, but let me give you actually the flavor profile. How about that? And I saw this and I was like, I have to back this. Like, this has to be a thing. Real quick, let's see. I can't remember the different. Okay, this one's called Roasty and Toasty for dark roast. With cozy spices like cinnamon, cocoa, and vanilla. It packs a punch, but a really nice one, like friendly and lovey. I can get behind that.
It's going to give you a bit of Johnny Cash, though, isn't it? And it'll ring a fire if you have too much of that.
I think that's what's going to happen with the light roast one, because the light roast is not kind. It is pretty damn hot, according to Nick Garrity. Now, again, I'm not a scorpion ghost pepper kind of girl. Like, no, like I can barely eat medium hot sauce.
You got to do the tomato sauce one. You hold it and then just give it a firm at the back. That's what you got to do.
So this is for, it doesn't even say what this one, I'm kind of scared. Because this one is just like, yeah, okay, all right, I don't have a teaspoon, so we're just, fuck it, we'll do it live, right? Oh, God. But this dark one totally goes with what else we're talking about. Coffee and fall. I love fall. It's my favorite time of the year. And I want to know, like, chat, do you guys like fall? Is it your favorite season, or are you more of a summer person?
I don't mind fall. To be honest, I'm more of a as hot as it comes. I rather a pure summer, like heat wave summer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do snow, so I don't do winter. I can't stand snow. It's the worst. Is it getting a bit warm?
No, like it's very like spicy, like a cider, or like pumpkin. I don't want to say pumpkin, but you know, like a chai.
Yeah.
Like you can taste like it tastes like fall in your mouth. I do like this. This is really nice. Now we're gonna put in the God, I'm probably totally gonna regret this. We're gonna put in the light roast one because it's oh God, that smells hot. There's something in here that ooh. Says it goes good in liquor and vanilla ice cream.
Are you pouring that on as well?
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it.
I've got no say in this.
Oh, this is probably gonna be a cup of bad decisions in a minute.
Hot sauce curry, hot sauce coffee.
Hot sauce. Oh my God, they're hot. Oh yeah, there's something in there that just like bit me in the mouth. Oh God.
You probably just got just a pure bit of hot sauce in there, probably.
Hot sauce for coffee.
I didn't even know it existed.
No, this girl was like, I'm going to do it. And I was like, I got you. And I backed it. And she made it. And it's honestly like, it's like Bryan Adams. It cuts like a knife, but it feels so right in my mouth right now. Like it's coffee that's hot. And I kind of like this. And it's iced coffee. So my brain is very confused. It's like, why the hell is this spicy? Because it is.
That does sound amazing.
That's really good. Like spicy iced coffee. We just made a drink, guys. Hot as hell on a hot ass day. Coffee. Iced coffee.
You need to make that as a recipe.
It's delicious.
Get that up on the Discord.
I can totally do that. I literally and I will. I'll just post a link because it's still ongoing. Like she's met and she launched everything out to the people that funded, you know, her Kickstarter. But I have to say, they're both really good.
What?
Both really good.
I was hoping for it to be disgusting, if I'm completely honest. But
right, because it sounds awful.
Yeah.
No, this is very spicy. Probably some chili peppers in here because I can taste the heat of the cayenne.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get my hands on some of that.
It's so weird, hot sauce for coffee, but I really like it.
Right, that is going to be on the list. The next, I'm going to search it out. Yeah, send me the link.
Okay, and I'll drop the link in chat because it's really good.
Oh, you
Not
got
sponsored by Ujo, by the way. Like, this is
hint,
just my
hint.
honest opinion. I just thought it was good. And if you want to try something different, check it out.
Oh, we got JP Vapes in. Cheers, mate. Cheers for coming. Oh shit! Well, I've missed so much chat. Chris Doyle. We've got who else? We've got Lethal's in the house. I think he's gone already. Derek's in. Blimey. Sorry, guys. I'm really shit with stuff like this. But
You're okay.
cheers for dropping in. So, coffee. I think that's a nice
Mm-hmm.
segue into coffee. As probably a lot of you know, I've been a cheap ass coffee drinker for many years. I've always just been the instant shit. 500, the big barrels for like £4, just the cheapest shit you can get. That's all I used to drink. And I liked it. I really liked it, but then I've been getting into like small batch coffee. So
Mm-hmm.
after many years, the wife decided to buy me a coffee machine, which I was well happy with. So I've been drinking Skull Crusher, high caffeine, and you know what? It tastes amazing.
Oh, good,
I'm
good,
really
good,
happy.
good.
I've been 2 packs deep now, but yeah, there's so many different coffees out there, and being someone who doesn't know anything about coffee, with a lady that knows a lot about coffee, I've got quite a few questions for you.
Oh
If you
God.
got, if you,
Look, I've never been a barista, so I can't go into all the what does this mean, but I will try my best. But I'm gonna full disclosure, like I don't know it all. And I don't pretend to.
mine are simple questions. All my questions have
Okay.
come from looking at the package, going, "What the fuck does that mean?" So,
Okay.
so what's the difference, like taste wise, between a light and a dark roast coffee?
So I would just, okay. So, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think it has to do with how much caffeine. They're like, oh, light roast, that'll be better because it won't have as much caffeine in it.
That's what I
No,
thought.
actually, light roast has more caffeine than a dark.
Oh, really?
I know, right? Isn't that weird? So, a light roast is super mild. I would call it like, I'm not a fan of light roast. I want a coffee that punches me in the face like when I wake up.
Yeah.
I prefer like French dark roast. I want something really earthy, something that is like that's like, oh, I smell that coffee like when you walk into a coffee house.
Yeah.
Light roast to me just don't cut it. And that's just my opinion. Like they're just too light.
I see. Because when I go look for a coffee, I just look for the number six, so the strongest coffee I can see. Because I only drink
Yes.
it in the morning because it takes me so long to wake up. And
Yeah.
instant coffee, I would have about 3 cups in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just want one really nice coffee. I went. I don't know if you've heard of Hot Lava Java, which is an
Mm-mm.
Italian dark roast coffee. And when you look at it and they say, "Oh, aromatics with a bit of chocolate and caramel," to me that just sounds vile. But when you brew it and you taste it, you don't really taste it. It's more of just sort of like the aroma that goes with it. I feel.
Well, so coffee tasting is very much like wine tasting. So it's very like, oh, can you get the notes of oak? And you're like, I taste getting wasted.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel when I'm drinking wine. Like, has nothing to do with, but like with coffee, sometimes I can pick up, okay, yeah, I get some cocoa in there and oh, maybe some, red berry. Okay. But it's not something that really pops out.
Yeah. I'll
It's
say.
not like it's not like vaping. It's not like you're like, whoa, I get the secondary flavor of blah blah blah. It's not like that.
Yeah. As I done a
Not to
wine
me.
tasting once, and it doesn't even touch the sides when I used to drink wine. It was down. It's just one that you sort of necked. And there's the same with me with coffee, where I don't savor it. I drink it. If you know, because
Same. I
I'm
mean,
weird. I'm really weird with coffee because I only drink it black. I don't like do milk
really?
or anything. Yeah, I only have black coffee. But I do half hot water, half cold water, and then just knock it back.
Okay. So why
Yeah,
do you do half hot and half cold?
so I can drink it straight away. It's not like freaking lava. You have to
Oh,
sit there
okay,
for
okay,
ages. So if I brew it, I leave it on the side for a couple of minutes. I go and do something, and then I'll put half cold water in it, and then I drink it in about 4 or 5 sips.
okay.
So I need that coffee to sort of have that nice coffee punchy taste. But like when you see people on online and that they sort of slurp it, that I don't
That's
do
that's me. I'm
it.
like every day, like if I don't have coffee, I literally will like I'm in such a pissed off mood if I don't have coffee. I really am. Like I'm in barista vapors and I posted a picture. It has a cup. I have a cup with an A on it. It's actually my daughter's. I was like,
Yeah.
A is for asshole. I'm like, before the magic beans kick in, because every morning I'm like, like going in there getting my coffee. And then I'm okay. It's like, it's fine. You may all come out now. But I've like for me, I was raised on coffee since I was a little kid. And it was always something that me and my grandmother did. Like we sit around and of course back then it was like give me all the sugar, give me all the milk and just let me, have all the coffee. And she was always a dark roast person. So that's probably where,
Get that
that's
from.
what I'm used to. Medium roast coffees to me are just okay. It's not my favorite, but that's what I love about coffee. There's something for everybody. Some people
Yeah.
are really excited that it's pumpkin spice season. Some people are not happy that it's pumpkin spice season. I love it. I personally love the spiciness. I love the basicness. um, it's all right. It reminds me of autumn, and for us, like next week, like September, we're like right after Labor Day, we're like, yeah, I don't know,
See,
it just makes me happy.
I never drank coffee when I was a kid, or
Oh
even as a
man.
teenager. I didn't start drinking coffee till I was like 28. I was always 2 Red Bulls in the morning, a pack of
Oh
cigarettes,
no. Yeah.
because I was always hungover. So it was always knock back 2 Red Bulls on the train, drink, smoke
Yep.
a pack of cigarettes, and I was all right till about lunchtime. Then it was probably another 2 big monsters, and another pack of
that
cigarettes.
is that is something that I don't want to say I miss because I don't miss smoking,
Yeah,
but there was something magical about walking outside with my hot cup of coffee in the morning and a menthol cigarette and just smoking and like taking in that cold air. You're like,
yeah,
oh, this is great. So like I'm like I can still recreate that with a menthol e-liquid, my
yeah.
coffee, we're good, and a flannel, of course.
And a flannel.
So and a flannel, I gotta have a flannel shirt.
Oh, I thought you meant like a flannel, like the little, we call them
No.
flannels, like little what are they called? Face towels.
Oh.
And so I was like, why do you want a
Like
flannel for?
a flannel shirt.
So be ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's.
god, that is really spicy,
I
but it's
was waiting for
good.
that to
Like
kick in.
I can't stop drinking it because it's like, oh, there's some burn there. My
So,
brain is so confused, and I like that.
is it like a tongue burn or is it like a throat
Yeah,
burn?
it's like a tongue burn. It's like it's like crushed red pepper.
Oh, that does sound
Yeah,
good though.
I know, and I'm like, I don't know that if I would like it that much in a hot coffee, but maybe it's the cold coffee, so it's like a rush of cold,
Yeah,
and then I don't
the
know,
heat.
kind of weird. Yeah.
But KB is absolutely right. The smoke in the morning always makes you go toilet. And you get to the end of it and you're
Yes.
sort of dancing on the spot, going, I need to finish this because I'm going to shit myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you have to go for a
It's
run.
it's actually a combo of the nicotine and coffee. Like coffee makes you
Okay.
poop. Like it's just a thing.
Oh, with Tucky Shines in. Hello, mate. I'm trying to
Hey.
keep on top of this chat. Keep looking over. But yeah, I never started drinking it till I stopped drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Once I
It
stopped
actually helps
drinking.
a lot of people kick their alcohol. It helped Zach Wild kick his alcohol
Oh,
habit.
really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
Yep.
that. It's
That's why
because
he
it.
partnered with Death Wish and had the Hala Java made. It was Zach's coffee. Like he totally handpicked it out and everything.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. But I think for me, it was very much like waking up, not hungover or feeling like shit, but being
Hmm.
fucking tired. Because
Yeah.
obviously, when you woke up hungover, you can sort of get up and do shit, can't you? You still got that little bit of like residual energy inside you. But when you wake up stone cold sober, you're like, oh, fuck. That's when I started drinking coffee. But to this day, I've never had a Starbucks. I've never had a Pret.
Really?
Never had a Costa. I've never had
I don't
any
know
of
what that
those.
is.
Oh, this is basically like Starbucks. It's like the big chain coffees.
Okay.
Have never had it because I think the
I've
extent
never had a, what is it? Tim Hortons? Because we don't have Tim Hortons in
is that the
Texas.
Canadian coffee house,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's North and Canadian. I've never had that. Adam, you have to go to Starbucks. You
I
have to
think
try
I
it.
think the only fast food coffee place that I've had is I've had a McDonald's black coffee. That's about the only thing I've had outside the house, and
I
it was
don't
all right.
think McDonald's coffee is that bad. Like I've had
99p.
worse.
I think it's
Yeah.
more for the fact of you see that they want to charge you like nearly a fiver for a coffee. You think that's pretty fucking steep for a coffee.
Yeah. But I have a confession. I did go through Starbucks yesterday. And I pulled out my basic white girl and I got a pumpkin cold brew cream and it was completely delicious and sweet and everything that's not on my keto, and it was amazing. And then it like literally destroyed me later. And we they have an apple one which I got a sip and I didn't really like, but if you love like apple cinnamon and apple cider,
Yeah,
this is the one for you. I'm not an appley person. I don't like apple pie. I like apples. I love Honeycrisp apples.
yeah.
But when you start inventing cinnamon and apple together, I'm out. I can't.
Okay.
Nope.
It's. I think my sister drinks a lot of the iced things with the chocolate and the whipped cream on it, and well, they fappa lappers or whatever they're called. I just sort of lost. I'll go home and have a coffee, or the one time I had a McDonald's black coffee after I took the missus for a scan. We had it early morning. I was like, I just need a coffee, so we went to McDonald's. I was pleasantly surprised. I was really surprised how nice it was, but I just don't see why. Just because obviously they're a big brand, they can charge a stupid amount for a
Because
coffee.
people will pay for it. And that's what I think is funny. Like, Frappuccinos, whatever, it's a dessert with a straw. That's really,
Yeah.
I mean, like you're drinking a lot of calories,
Mm.
and for me, like I'm definitely more of a just regular, like I take my coffee with just black with whipping cream because I'm on keto. I can't drink straight black coffee. It destroys my stomach. It like burns a hole through my stomach because I have a stomach ulcer. So I have to just like, I have to chill it
Dilute it
out a little
down.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a little bit of cream or, and then I'm good.
So
Um,
I couldn't. I just once someone put milk in my coffee. Oh, it's just too sweet for me. I
yeah, I
re-
don't, whipping cream is not sweet though at all.
oh, okay. I might have to
It
give
just
that a
makes it
go
creamy.
because I
Yeah.
only ever
Or
drunk
almond
the
milk.
coffee my dad has, and it is so like bitter and strong. You can stand
Oh
the
no.
spoon up in it, and that's what I really like. And that's why I found it weird going for like this Skull Crusher coffee and like some of these
So
small batch. It's so smooth, and you don't get that harsh bitterness, which I really like.
I do too. And I'm so glad that you said that because I grew up around airline mechanics. So how old is that coffee? We don't know. Just turn the burner on, get it hot, and we're gonna drink it.
Yeah,
And that's the thing. Like the longer coffee sits, the more bitter it tastes.
yeah.
That's why, like places like restaurants like Denny's, IHOP, they're always dumping out their coffee because if it sits, all the acidity starts really building up, especially if it's dark roast.
Uh-huh.
So that's what makes people go, ew, this tastes like
Oh, I love
shit.
that.
I like it too. I think we're just gluttons for coffee punishment, you
I just really
know?
because it's what my dad used to drink, and then I'd always go and have a little sip and be like, "Oh, that's disgusting." But the older I've got, obviously, once I started drinking it, I would drink it how my dad drank it. So I went for what he got, which was the cheap shit, the cheapest of the
Yes.
cheapest shit.
I'll drink anything. I'll drink instant. I'll drink iced. I'll drink a flat white. Like if you just like the best words I can hear is, "Would you like to go for a coffee?" Yeah. What kind do you want? Yeah. and I will just whatever, like whatever kind of coffee you want to hang out and have. Let's have a coffee. I love coffee.
See, the
I'll
wife
eat
only
coffee
drinks
ice
tea.
cream.
Ooh.
Oh.
See, the wife only drinks tea. She just doesn't do coffee at all. But she will have it with no milk and honey.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, she like it.
when I was really ill, she made me drink black tea with honey and ginger bits. Ooh,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
horrendous.
I
But
see. I would like that. I think I just like hot drinks. Like I also like hot tea. Starbucks has an amazing iced chai tea latte.
see, I can't do chai because to me it tastes like
Oh
those
my
incense
goodness.
sticks. They've stirred it with an
Yeah.
incense stick. Ooh.
It tastes like Halloween, which is coming. Like I'm so ready. I'm so ready for like okay, so I have a black Christmas tree. I want to put my Christmas tree up right now and just put pumpkins all over it. And it's not even September, but like I don't know. I want to enjoy fall for once.
Well, I took
Look,
my
people
wife
start buying
Halloween shopping
Christmas shit.
today.
Oh, I love Halloween shopping.
She was like, they must be up now. They must have it in the shop. So we went to like, you call them Hobby Lobby, but we call it, over here it's
Yes.
called Hobby Craft. So
Okay.
we went in there and she bought these little potion bottles, this and that. And then
Yes.
we had to go to the other shops and see what's in there. So we done a bit of Halloween shopping today.
It's so
So,
much fun. I love to see like, and it's hard because living in Texas, there is Halloween stuff, but I would say most of it gravitates more towards fall
yeah.
because of, like remember, like we're like in the evangelical Bible Belt. So they're not
Ah,
like
yeah, yeah.
this is like I want to go to Massachusetts where our mass hole lives and see what a real Halloween is like with colors changing and like you can go to Salem and go look at like the Salem witch trials and things like that. Like
Yeah.
I want to see that because there is no way that would ever fly here. But I just think it would be awesome.
So you don't, so obviously, do they call, are you on, I'm going to get this completely, is it called the Bible Belt?
Yeah.
So you don't, no, you don't celebrate, but they don't agree with Halloween.
No, because it's the devil's holiday.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they think.
Isn't it just celebrating? Isn't it meant to be just a celebration of your loved ones that have died? Type.
That's
There's nothing for the Mexicans, isn't
so
there?
well, that's Dios de la Muertes, yes. And my
Yeah.
Spanish is terrible. Oh my God, forgive me. I'm not good with Spanish. But that actually, like, um, we see a lot of that now coming up in Texas. But like, I have kind of my own thoughts about that. Like, I think a lot of that could be like super cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Um, but I respect it and I think it's beautiful. And I don't know, like that's not like for us, Halloween is just Halloween. And
Mm.
originally, you guys want to see something really scary, like the old Twilight Zone, like 80s movie, you want to see something really scary. Halloween didn't start carving pumpkins, it started out carving turnips. And if you
Really?
actually go look at Samhain, it's not Samhain, it's Samhain, and you look at it, that is the scariest shit you will ever see in your life. And that's what they did. The pagans put turnips out around and they lit them. And if that's why you don't blow your light out on your jack-o'-lantern, because then the spirit of Halloween will come for you.
Oh,
Like
really?
an old like wives' tale. Yeah. Have you
Have
ever
you,
seen the horror movie Trick or Treat?
oh, is that the one with the little kid in the jumpsuit? Oh, I watched
Yes.
it years ago. I don't remember most of it.
Okay. Rewatch it because his name is Sam, like short for like Samhain. He's the
Yeah.
spirit of Halloween, and they give you the Halloween rules, like always check your candy. Like it's just fun.
Oh,
It's
okay. I'll
just
definitely
fun.
have to rewatch that.
So that's why like most of our stuff here is definitely gravitated more towards fall and autumn and happy harvest and everything that I can't stand.
See,
I'm like, dude, it's Halloween. Like, come on, this is a pagan holiday. Almost all holidays are a pagan holiday. Get with it.
well,
Doesn't mean you can't celebrate it.
over here finally we're taking on a lot of like the American traditions and also like
Really?
we're getting our first Wendy's. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I used to have it when I used to go when I was younger in America, but it's weird. It
Yeah.
popped up on the news. The UK's first Wendy's is coming, but we've started celebrating Halloween and Christmas a lot more than what we used to. Like on my street growing up, my mum and dad were the only one that used to cover the house in lights. We had the light up Santa on
Yeah.
the roof and that, and
That's awesome.
no one else used to do it. And trick or treating, no one ever used to do, but people have started to do it now, which is it's very nice for the kids, but it's very much taken over by 18, 19, and 20-year olds, which they go to Halloween at the pub. Like most pubs over here have like Halloween parties, so it's just a day for everyone getting absolutely shit faced. But we do get quite a bit of trick or treating, or they just come and nick your pumpkins and you find them smashed at the end of the garden. But yeah, it's nice. I loved Halloween when I was a kid. We had
Oh, yeah,
great
me
fun.
too. It's truly my favorite holiday. Like, I love holidays in general, but I love Halloween because it's just fun, you know?
Yeah.
And my only gripe about Halloween over like the last, I would say 10 years is, can we please stop putting all this damn glitter on Halloween things because it just gets everywhere. Can we just let's just knock it off? Like, that is not what Halloween is about.
Yeah. Like
That's
the
my only
spider shaped
complaint.
glitters and stuff.
Yes, and then there's just glitter everywhere on everything from like Hobby Lobby or Hobby Craft. Like,
Yeah.
it's just too much.
Yeah, there was a lot
Just
of
too
glitter in
much.
there today.
Yeah.
Like pumpkins covered in little felt pumpkins covered in glitters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is what I don't understand. I don't know if you're the same, but Halloween you're meant to dress up scary.
Yes,
Why
absolutely.
why is there loads of like slutty cops and stuff? That's what I don't
I
understand.
don't know. Like, that was so I'm with you on that. Like, Halloween is not the holiday for, glitter and slutty costumes,
Yeah.
right? It's about scary or, you know, fun or I don't know.
Yeah, dress up as a Ghostbuster or dress up as a zombie or a werewolf or something.
Yeah.
But
Go for the classic sheet with the holes cut out. Like,
yeah.
that's always welcome.
I think one year when I was a kid and we done a Halloween party, it was quite embarrassing. I will find a photo, but I went as John Travolta. I don't know what when I was a kid. I had the full fucking jumpsuit on and the hair.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I'll find a picture.
That's
It's really
awesome.
fucking embarrassing. I'll put it up on Discord. You lot can
Oh,
have a
I'd
look
love
at
that. Would totally love it.
But as we talk about Halloween, what was your favourite costume you've ever worn for Halloween?
Oh
And the
man.
same for chat.
Oh yeah, we have to ask chat what's their best costume. I think I really liked being Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh, I loved
And it
Casper.
was literally like the 70s costume, like where it was just like the sheet thing, that plastic shit that kids put on, and they
Yeah.
had the mask and you couldn't breathe and you're just sweating and you're like trick or treat. It's awesome.
Um,
I remember that.
we watch Casper at least 2, 3 times a year. It's one of our favourite
Wow.
films. I love that film. It brings you back as a kid.
That's what I'm so excited. Like, I've already, like, we already have a Halloween playlist, of course, where the Garrity's like, this is what we do. And, I'm like, ooh, hey, I think, you're old enough now to watch the Lost Boys. And like all these, like, like I am ready to get my autumn on. Like,
Yeah.
Typo Negative just released October Rust on vinyl for like the 30th, oh God, the 30th anniversary. That just hurts. That hurts to think about. But it's glorious, and I think this should happen.
So did you get into the what they call the Universal monsters? So like
Oh yeah.
Wolfman and all stuff like that.
Oh yeah. And here you get fun fact. So now you got to plan a US trip. at Universal Studios, Florida in Orlando, they are expanding and making Universal Monsterland. So they're going to have Dracula's Castle. They're going to have, yes, I'm like, we're not worthy.
Oh,
Like, I love Universal
I'm well
Monsters.
happy because when I was little, we used to go to Disney Universal every year from when I was little, and I used to make my parents take me to the Universal Monsters like the live show that they used to do in that big old plastic castle thing. But now you said that, I'm definitely got to go. Definitely,
Yeah,
100%,
yeah.
100%. But did you hear that I saw it today on an advert. They've remade Candyman.
I did see that, but I haven't seen the movie.
No, I
And
haven't
I
even
don't know
seen.
how I feel about that.
I didn't see the trailer. It just come up saying September. I think it was the 27th. The Candyman, and I was like, I love the original, but
Yes, for
me and the
sure.
missus watched it. I think it was last month or something, and it still stands up. Still a brilliant film. But I don't know
Oh,
how
I
I feel
definitely think
about.
so.
I don't know how I feel about a remake. Do you
Do
see
you think
it?
it stands up because Tony Todd agreed to be stung by bees? Like that was all real.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. He had, I think it was around 20 bee stings,
So that
but
goes
he was
past.
like, it's like, give me money every time this damn bee stings
Yeah.
me.
Well, I suppose that
But
goes
yeah, it
past
was
acting
real.
to real life, really, doesn't it? So you can't really act pain if
Right.
unless. But yeah, no, I still love that film, and I don't know how. We should have done this on the last show, because obviously we're talking about reboots and remakes. But another question for you. Obviously, we're now on Halloween. Uh,
Oh, it's okay. We can go wherever you want.
I'm happy with Halloween. What are your top four films to watch on Halloween?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Okay. So, first, definitely is Trick or Treat, the
Yeah.
little movie, because it's the rules and you got to follow the rules of Halloween. God, this is so hard because there's so many horror genres that I love, except for like torture. I don't do
Yeah, like Saw
any
or
kind
anything
of,
like that.
well, the like Saw didn't bother me, but like Hostel
Oh, that was
or
brilliant.
Terrifier, oh no, like I can't, no, like when
Yeah.
you're like hurting people, no, I'm out. Um, God, it's so hard because I'm just like, because of course I love like Universal Monsters
Yeah.
and anything Friday the 13th. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know, like just give me a horror movie and I'm gonna sit down and watch it. I loved Hereditary. That's like the last scary movie that I've seen because there
See,
really hasn't been any.
I wasn't too. I found Hereditary. Yeah, I can understand it was a good film, but I watched it. I was like, okay, I wouldn't
Really?
watch it again. Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again. Which
What
most
the
horror
Blair
films.
Witch?
See, I watched that quite late again because I was really young when that came out, so I never got to see it in cinema. And everyone was giving it this hype, and then I saw it like 8 years later after already watching loads of horror films. I was like, and it
I
really.
saw it in a theater before we even knew it was a giant troll. Like we thought it was real. We thought it
Oh
was
bloody
real.
hell!
Yeah, so like that was the movie. I didn't sleep for 3 days after I watched that. That was my Exorcist. The Exorcist never scared me. I was like,
Oh,
I
I
don't
like
know
The
what.
Exorcist.
I love The Exorcist, but it
Yeah.
doesn't scare me.
No.
But the I think what scared me about Blair Witch is they never show you. So you're left to your own mind to
Yeah.
be like, what, why are they finding teeth? And
Yeah.
why are they wrapped up in this flannel? Like, you're like, is this some weird, like,
Oh.
hoodoo,
Yeah.
magical, crazy cult shit? Or is it a psychopath in the woods? Or like, it could be anything. And that is what scares me about Blair Witch
Yeah.
because you don't know.
It's the same with like Psycho. It's like the imagination is the most scariest part of it, isn't it? Really.
Dutch just
But
said his number one movie is Nightmare Before Christmas every year. We were actually listening to the soundtrack.
See,
by Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo.
I liked that when I was younger. I tried watching it a couple of years ago and I couldn't get back into it. I really liked it as a kid. It's
Yeah.
probably about the only musically type film that I liked when I was younger, but
Yep.
I can't do it now. But I do think that for like Halloweeny time, it has to be Halloween because I'm a massive Michael Myers fan. It has to be
Yes.
Evil Dead 2, not the first one because it's fucking
Hmm.
funny.
With
It's
flying
got,
eyeballs and mouths.
yeah. It has to be Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one, the original George A. Romero. That's
Oh yeah.
and this is a very hit and miss for people. Dale and Tucker versus Evil because that is fucking hilarious.
Which one?
Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
I've never even heard of it.
But horror comedies are generally shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking hilarious. It's
Okay.
two
I want to
it's
see it.
it's two best mates that are like hillbillies, and they basically one of them buys an old cabin, and they want to go out there. That he's helping his mate build it up, and they're really nice friends. They just want to go fishing. And there's like the group of teenagers that go into the woods. You know how it goes, but it's the opposite side where they're just really nice, and these people are killing themselves, and they're getting all scared, like crying. So it's a suicide pact. They're all killing each other just through accidents,
Oh my
and then
god.
they think they're the killers, and it's like sort of the Hills of Eyes but switched. It's so
Okay.
worth watching. It is one of the great. Oh, I love it. It is so funny because I can't
Man, Nick.
go on.
Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
go on. No, go on. You go.
I was gonna say Nick told me about this giant TikTok troll. He's like, man, TikTok got him the other day. And I was so hyped. And then he like hardcore let me down. Like I fell off the cliff let down. He said that they're making a Pamela Voorhees movie starring Sarah Paulson
Oh, okay.
that is all about Mrs. Voorhees, like her life before she got to Crystal Lake and watched her son drown and lost her mind. And then it was like, haha, just kidding. This is not happening.
Oh,
I was so let down because I'm like, oh, that would
that
be
sounds
believable.
that
Like
sounds
Sarah
like a great
Paulson would
film.
kill that. That would be awesome. So, dear Hollywood, please write this because all of your remakes and reboots are shit. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I think most of them are shit. It's Zombie Beavers Must Die is my favourite horror film.
Huh. I haven't heard of that one either.
Have you seen? Is it Black Sheep with the zombie sheep? It's based in I think it's like Wales or
No.
Scotland. That is fucking hilarious. It's basically go out into the into the middle of nowhere. It's either Wales or Scotland. I can't remember. And then these sheep get this virus and they turn into zombie sheep, and they're
Oh
just
my
sort of like
God.
attacking people and
That
fucking.
sounds great.
It's a great
Like
film.
I love craptacular horror
Yeah.
movies.
See, I still
Like,
haven't seen Sharknado. Still haven't seen it.
okay, you need to see that, and then you also need to watch Wolf Cop. This has been a long discussion with me and Anthony Ramella, and he watched it and he was like, "Oh my God, I cannot unsee this." I said, "Right."
Was it
It's
Wolf?
on Amazon. Wolf Cop. It's a guy who is a cop who's also a
Werewolf.
werewolf,
Oh, I'm gonna have to
and
get
his
that.
name is Lou Garou, which en français, Loup Garou means werewolf.
That's brilliant.
That's so stupid. But it's so good. Like you're like, I can't stop watching this. It's so bad. They also have Velociraptor Pastor. And I'm like, I need to watch that too. That sounds like
That
that
sounds
sounds
like
right
my
up my
kind of
alley.
yeah.
So do you like candy corn? Because like this is a very polarizing topic.
What like the actual sweets?
Yeah.
No,
Do you think they're just like awful?
no, they just taste like chewing on a bit of wax. I wasn't really. It doesn't really to me.
Really?
It doesn't really have a taste. I'll sit there and eat
I
them, but
I love candy corn. I'd be like, that would be like, let's watch Velociraptor Pastor and have some candy corn.
see,
Because that just sounds awesome.
my sort of movie sweets would be like a big packet of Doritos or
Oh yeah,
like
junk
a
food.
bit of salsa dip and a cup of Coke. That's probably about.
Yeah.
I see. I do popcorn, but the problem I have with popcorn is I don't breathe. I just inhale.
Just do you make popcorn balls for Halloween, like with candy in them?
No.
Oh, they're so good. You put like M and M's like in your popcorn balls, and you shape it with marshmallow cream. Oh, they're so good.
That sounds banging. I know the wife's watching, so I'm going to have to make them for her.
Yeah, and then you eat those, and you can inhale them, and you can watch horror movies.
That sounds brilliant. But I will buy the big packets of like toffee popcorn or like the sweet. And
Mm-hmm.
literally 5 minutes in, and we've demolished it. I'm just sort of like shoveling them in. So that's why I try and keep away from popcorn. So you just feel a bit shit.
Popcorn, I miss popcorn. I can't eat it on keto. And then Josh is like, "Look what I got." He posts this picture of this giant bag of smart food, and I'm like, "Oh God, you're killing me right now!" Like, I want that so bad, and no, 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 no. But it's okay.
Or peanut M&Ms is a good film food. Oh, I love peanut M&Ms.
So I'm not. I think it's the peanuts that I'm just like, meh. Like I
You
like
see,
regular M and M's.
that's the big
Just
peanut
regular
M&Ms.
M&Ms. See,
That's
like you guys like that are like all the yellow bag. You guys are all on team yellow bag for
yeah,
peanut M and M's.
massive. Even the wife's massively on Team Yellow Bag. It's peanut M&Ms all the way. The original one is just missing something, which is a peanut.
See, I'm not big on that.
Oh. So, are you the sort of person that if you go to the cinema, Are you a noisy food eater? So, are you the guys with were you the ones with like the Doritos, or the ones that do you know what I mean? Because
I
it
probably am because
yeah.
like I'm loud and I don't realize sometimes how I'm very like situationally unaware that I'm loud. And it's always like, shh, sorry.
When we was younger, we used to get like a half price cinema ticket. So me and a load of mates used to go there, and our cinemas you could bring in your own food. So well, I think I was
Oh,
about 10.
nice.
We used to go in with like a bucket of chicken, like a KFC bargain
Oh,
bucket, and just sit
hell
in the
yeah.
cinema, sneak in a couple of beers, and just sit there and have chicken and beer. It's great.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
We
my mate
should
take
do that. Like,
because I think over where you are, you can't. I think it's they don't allow you to, do they?
they don't. I mean, like we have like movie grills, like where you can, drop $100 on some shitty food and watch a movie, but it's nothing great.
So my mate's Sri Lankan, and his mum made him some food for the cinema. I had a little Tupperware pot. He opened it, it was like fermented fish thing. Oh, he said, "Hey, you just go sit over there." Horrendous.
That would be great, like during a horror movie, like with some like really like gory parts. You just take the lid off.
Yeah. Oh, to this day, I can't get that smell out of my head. It was like
Oh,
fermented
I bet
fish and
not.
spice. Yeah.
Oh,
What was
that's
the last?
awful.
What was the last horror film you watched at the cinema?
God, in a theater, the last movie I saw in the theater that was a horror movie actually was Hereditary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like Nick and I went, and there was maybe 13 people in the theater, and the lights came on. We were like, "Whoa, what did we just see?" Oh no, wait, I take that back. We went and saw Midsummer when it came out, but that to me is a different kind of a horror movie.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I like the Ari Aster like movies.
So I don't. I've
They're
never
slow
seen.
burns.
I've never seen a horror film in the cinema. Never.
What?
No.
Oh,
I think.
it's fun. Like you get scared and you throw your popcorn. It's
So
fun.
I love my horror and I love getting scared, but I'm the biggest wussy in the world.
Really?
Oh no, seriously, I don't know. We went to a thing. It's called London Tombs, which is like a scary maze, and you walk through and that.
No.
And at the end, there's a guy with an actual real chainsaw, but with no chain on it, and he
Yeah.
just rips it and chases you. I was with a load of mates. I bundled everyone out of the way. I was gone. My mate was like, "I've never seen you run that fast." I was like, my feet didn't touch that ground. But I would. Oh, I'm the biggest wuss in the world, so I don't think I'd do quite well in the cinema. I'd probably wet myself. But
So, do you like Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
yeah, I thought it was great. I liked it.
So, next time you come to the States, we'll have to go down to where they film the movie, and there's a barbecue, the barbecue shack next door, and you can actually get barbecue there.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I'd love that. I like to take. I didn't like Leatherface.
I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. I watched it once and I was like, meh.
A lot of these remakes or like prequels, sequels are very much like a one watcher. You watch it because you like the original. You're like, oh, okay, fair enough, and then
Right.
you just don't carry on with it. So I had the same with like Friday the 13th, like Nightmare on Elm Street as well. The first one I liked, but then it all to me just all just went downhill after that. It's the same but different. And you're like,
No way, man. The third is my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street.
that was the first
Welcome to
horror film.
prime time, bitch. Like, that was awesome.
That was the first horror film I ever watched. Was Nightmare on Elm Street. My dad made me watch it.
Did it
That
scare
was
the piss out of you?
that was fucking horrendous. I vaguely remember crying. My dad was like, "Stop being a wuss," and turned it up. I vaguely remember having a bit of a cry, but yeah, no, I loved it from day
But you
one.
love horror movies.
Yeah, but I'm the easiest person to scare. Like earlier on, I was just making some rice. T sneezed, and I jumped about a foot in the air and
Oh
just
my
threw everything in the air. I'm the easiest person to scare. So, yeah, that's what makes it fun. I love getting scared.
Me too. Like,
And
I'm
it,
so glad you're admitting this because, like, this is how I watch horror movies. Oh shit! You
no,
know, like,
see, I make it worse for myself. I'll turn all the lights off and just sit
yeah,
there on my own,
yeah.
and I won't look away. I'll just carry on watching, and then I just end up shitting myself. And then I go if I need to go to the toilet, I have to turn every fucking light on, and you're sitting on the toilet, you're like that. What was that? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
But since
That's
T's been
great.
pregnant, she can't do horror anymore.
Yeah, no, no.
So we watched or even Blood and Guts she struggles with.
Yeah.
We just watched the first episode of the second season of C with Jason Momoa. Have you seen that on Apple TV? That's
Who's
cracking.
this?
Oh, is
Oh,
he in?
looks like he's awake from his tactical nap.
I've had
Everybody needs a tactical
I've had
nap.
3 today.
Oh my god, it's fabulous.
If you
Hi,
haven't,
Jedi. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, everybody?
We're here.
but yeah, we're talking about horror films.
And autumn and just, you know,
Like old school horror films, or like
anything.
the new crap that they come out and call horror?
Anything.
I'll ask you the question I asked Angela. What are your top 4 horror films to watch on Halloween?
Anything from Michael Myers. Anything Michael Myers. Anything Friday the 13th. Leprechaun, Hellraiser, the good shit. Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much all we've covered. Apart from Leprechaun. That's that
Okay.
Warwick Davis Jr., isn't it? That done that.
Yeah.
He played
Yeah.
Leprechaun.
Yes, it is. I also have to watch, like, Halloween to me is not Halloween unless you watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Like, I just have to watch that.
Yes.
Damn near 45 years old and I'm still watching It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
I don't
That's
think I've ever
okay.
seen it.
I got a rock. Oh, it's really cute.
I used to watch Garfield and Friends Halloween
Yes.
special, the old VHS.
Yeah, candy.
I
There's
used to watch that with my nan.
there's not enough like Halloween cartoon things anymore.
No,
There's not.
I think the closest you got is obviously like the Simpsons every year do their Treehouse of
Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about as close as we get now.
Oh, this Ujo is hot. Damn that light roast. Look, if you want some hot sauce for your coffee, and I know it sounds so gross, it's like, but I wouldn't call it hot sauce for coffee. I would call it hot in your coffee.
But can you just taste the spice, or can you actually taste peppers?
I can taste the spice, like so. In the darker roast, I could taste. It tastes like autumn to me. I'm like, oh, this is clove and cardamom and all like my fall flavors that I love. But then with the light roast, I just taste like crushed red pepper. That shit is hot. But I think that would actually be good, like with some vodka.
Ooh.
I don't know why, but I was just like, crushed red pepper and vodka? That should be a thing.
When
Like in a Bloody Mary. That would be awesome in a Bloody Mary.
one of my mates went to university in a place called Portsmouth, and they have, I think it's nearly the world's biggest selection of vodka. It's called Hong Kong Charlie's, and all it sells is vodka.
Oh
And
my
every
God.
vodka is different. So you get like gummy bear vodka, but then they have the hot range, and they have like ghost pepper infused vodka, and they go from like jalapenos all the way up to like ghost scorpion peppers. Oh, they're great. It's like
Why would
£1.50
you
a shot.
drink that though? Like you're gonna be hung over and have like the ring of fire afterward.
Well, they had a thing called the Berserker, which was £5, and you had to sign a disclaimer for it, and you had to drink it, then drink a pint of water and sit there for 20 minutes. And it was all the chilies, all the chili
Oh my
vodkas together
God.
in this glass like this, and you had to down it.
No.
And
No
my
thanks.
mate done it. He went outside and headbutted the pavement. As soon as he got a
I
bit of breath,
bet.
just straight down.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So what are you drinking, Josh? What are you vaping on?
Hey, you got a coffee?
Yep, I've got since I no longer drink Death Wish.
No. But that mug though.
Yeah, this mug is number 19 of 3,500,
Yeah.
and it's Dropkick Murphys. So
So
it's not going
I
anywhere.
have to tell you something about that mug. So the Dropkick Murphy logo, when they released that album, they were like, hey, we're doing Rose Tattoo. Do you want to be featured in our video? And my buddy Butch went and got a huge back piece,
Ooh,
Rose Tattoo, and is actually in their video.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that song means a lot to me.
That is a belter
I
of a
just-
tune.
Everything that they do, not because that they're a Massachusetts band, but everything that they've done over the years, they
They're
have
good dudes.
always given back
Yeah.
to the city of Boston,
Yeah.
to the state of Massachusetts, to people in general. So that they've always been like that number one
Yeah.
kind of
They're
people.
awesome.
I've met Ken Casey a couple of times. He's really funny. So are the other guys.
I would
But,
love to meet them. That would be
so-
awesome.
As far as coffee, I've got Dark Magic from Green Mountain.
Hmm.
I switch between that and Double Diamond. I love the dark roast. Every once in a while, I'll go for like a blonde roast, but I'm definitely dark roast all the way.
But can I ask, have you guys ever met somebody who's like, oh, hi, I only drink light roast coffees? I've never met that person. I don't think that person exists.
I don't think the general person knows what type of coffee they're drinking. They go to Dunkin' Donuts and they order a medium ice regular and walk out the door.
Dude, I'd rather drink coffee from McDonald's than drink Dunkin'. Their coffee to me is awful.
McDonald's coffee is Newman's Own.
It's good.
It is.
Like
And
Dunkin'.
leftover Mountain Dew Zero from
Hell
dinner,
yeah, Mountain Dew.
and always my coldest water bottle. Vapes. I've got my Kazoku Tech Mod
All right.
The werewolf
and
sound.
Ether for some mouth to lung with 12 milligram. Come on. One peach man from the man Sifu, the Raging Cajun. So everybody, shout out to Sifu. He's going to be dealing with a hurricane coming this weekend. So all our
Guys, sorry, I have to be right back.
generic
Hold on one
thoughts
second.
and prayers are with Sifu. Mango strawberry juice head
Ooh.
and the Arbiter and Leia.
Ooh. See, I've seen a lot of people vaping the Arbiter. I'm still in 2 minds of getting it.
Dude, get it. Oh, so mango strawberry with coffee, not a good thing. But this peach, on the other hand,
So, oh, has it
Did you
arrived?
get a package?
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. The guy kept beating on the door and my dog is going crazy and he's like, hello.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Nick didn't want to answer the door with no pants on?
No, he did not. Nick never wears pants. No, my phone finally is here. I'm excited. I'm going to open it.
What'd you
We
get?
can do
Check it out.
a live man opening.
A live unboxing, sure. I got a cream colored Z Flip, Samsung Z Flip, because it reminds me of the old razors. And I'm like, I need this.
Definitely.
God, it's so hot in here. Why is it? Because it's been in Texas on a UPS truck.
Right.
That's why.
So where in the show are you guys? What have you been discussing?
Everything.
We've literally been talking about horror movies, autumn. We talked very briefly about celebrities bitching on Twitter and how we both don't like Twitter because it seems like a cesspool of people complaining.
Twitter is an
whatever.
absolute cesspool of garbage. I go on there mainly to heckle Uncle Touchy, Mr. Como.
Yeah.
And anybody else who is any of the ants, you know. So we did my horror movies, like anything from the 70s and the 80s, early 90s for horror movies. Other than that, kind of just sucks. But
What
that's
about
my opinion.
Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus isn't really a horror movie. Hocus Pocus is a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie.
And I can't wait.
I know.
This time next week, I will be in Disney.
So awesome.
That'll be that mush mouth. Okay, I'll be KB. So that'd be a good thing for our patrons. I'm going to do some live on the Patreon for our patrons from different areas of the resort, the parks,
So
whatnot.
awesome.
I may also go live on Instagram at some point here and there, just for shits and giggles. I really want to know the technology behind that foldable screen. Because that scares the shit out of me.
Crazy. Like I'm like, it looks almost like a lady's compact, right? Like to like be like, I'm gonna put on some. That's what it looks like. But I was like, I like it because it can just go shoot like in my pocket or in my purse, and I'm done. And
because women's pants don't have pockets. Is for some reason people are against women's pants and pockets. Anything that Jen buys never has pockets.
Yeah, dress pants. Yeah,
so,
that's right. That's why we get excited when we see dresses that have pockets. We're like, it's got pockets. And we're so proud of that. More pockets in dresses, please.
And when you've been married for long enough, the male gets excited for that as well because you're not carrying everything.
The dress pocket support team. That's right.
Let's see. We did the blonde roast. Kind of, sort of. Much prefer a dark roast.
Same.
I am very much so a sweet and low and a little bit of cream kind of person. I love iced coffee. I'm kind of a seasonal person when it comes to that too. I don't drink Dunkin' anymore because it's just shit brown water. So I will make my own cold brew and drink that. Same thing.
And cold brew is not the same thing as iced coffee. I think a lot of people get that confused.
It's super concentrated.
A cold brew takes a lot longer to make than this. This is literally a hot coffee poured over ice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I will typically
cold brew is a steeping process.
I will steep my cold brew anywhere from 48 to 72 hours.
Oh yeah.
See, I thought like cold brew was just leaving your coffee on the side till it goes cold and then drinking it.
And then you get into nitros and stuff like that. Nitros are amazing. But yeah, summertime, definitely either an iced coffee from Starbucks or my cold brew.
Josh, you need to go try the pumpkin cold brew that Starbucks already has out. They dropped all their pumpkin spice for every white girl, and that's okay. Nick Garrity is a white girl too.
Oh,
on
I'm 100% basic bitch.
100% basic. Yeah, it's already out. And the apple cinnamon thing, he loved it. So I know you like apples.
I
So
like a good hot or cold cider.
it's like a cider meets a coffee.
We've got a bunch of apple orchards around here, and we go apple picking,
That sounds
and
awesome.
they all make hand pressed apple cider.
That sounds so
So
good.
I buy gallons of it, and just add a little bit of whiskey to it, and you're good.
Yeah.
I like the autumn, the fall time. Spring and fall are my two favorite seasons. I'm fluffy, so that's one thing because the humidity and heat in New England fucking sucks. It doesn't pair in comparison to down in Texas, but
Yeah.
it's still nasty. And today the weather finally broke. We're looking at like 65 degrees right now,
I can't
and it
believe
is
that.
amazing.
That
Now, granted, I still
sounds
got my air
amazing.
conditioner on because I need freezing.
Well, it's 13 degrees here, so it's probably a lot colder here than it is there at the moment. I've got the heating on.
Fuck you, Duchess.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
do Starbucks. Well, I have never had it, so we've already discussed this earlier on, but yeah, never had any of that.
I mean, I like their seasonal shit. I like their like fall drinks. I like their Christmas stuff. Like I get all excited when like last year they took away their gingerbread latte, and I was like, that was my
really
favorite.
good.
And they don't have it. They didn't have it last year, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm having a white chocolate mocha then.
See you later,
Have a good one, Derek. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Derek.
So I got onto Starbucks back when I worked for an armored truck company. And they were one of our customers, and they would hook us up with free coffee all the time. Whether it was a delivery day or just a pickup day. Hey, you guys want a coffee? Hey, grab one for your partner too. Yeah. When you're working 14 to 18 hour shifts on an armored truck, you need as much coffee as possible. So on my run, we had like 8 Starbucks, and at least 6 of them gave us free shit.
Bloody hell. Yeah, no.
Before then, I wasn't much into them because they were expensive. I mean, at the time, I didn't have $5 to spend on a small cup of coffee.
Yeah. As we were saying earlier on, like, I think it's about £5 or £6 here, which is like $8-9 your money.
Yeah.
It's freaking ridiculous just for a cup of coffee. I'd rather spend £2 and get an instant coffee and go find some hot water somewhere. But
I have to say this about Starbucks though: they've been doing it a long fucking time, and they've got their brewing process down to like an absolute science.
For sure.
And I mean, if you go into the science of brewing and roasting and all this other stuff, and the acidity versus the non-acidity, and the different nuances of flavors that you can pick up in some coffees versus others, like some you can get like a cherry or a floral note, others you can get like an oaky, earthy, and like almost a chocolate note. All depends on the roast and the method of brewing. I just love it. I'm not a fan of flavored syrups, but I like flavored brewed coffee.
So you don't like a pump of vanilla, pump of, you know what what I struggle with is flavored coffee itself. Most of it I just don't like. Like I know that there's some coffees out there that have like, this is strawberry whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't. It just doesn't taste right. Or like
very
fruity
much
pebble flavored coffee.
I've very much come to the point where I just really enjoy the taste and smell of the coffee itself.
Yeah.
I don't
so
need
many benefits.
I used to add so much sugar and cream. Like it was literally drinking coffee milk.
Now I'm drinking hot sauce, Josh.
So I definitely like, the smell and taste of the actual coffee. One flavored coffee that I absolutely do love is from Green Mountain, and it's the French toast. It tastes like you've just eaten French toast with a little bit of maple syrup.
Have you guys tried any of the really like out there coffee creamers, like the fruity pebble flavored coffee
No.
creamer? Okay, I have. This was months ago. This was pre keto, obviously. Holy shit! It tastes just like fruity pebbles in
Really,
your
like
coffee. So it was
the
not
dry cereal or the
yeah,
milk?
the milk. I did not like it.
Yeah.
But the
Black
cocoa
one's me.
pebbles, the cocoa pebbles in your coffee for me was fire.
I'm
I
gonna
was
have
like,
to try that
that's
now.
good.
Yeah.
I
Black-
mean, it's so much sugar though. I was like, oh God, diabetes.
Adam, if you truly love black coffee,
Sorry. Too much
you guys are
context.
gonna have a blast when you come to New England.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of like very small coffee shops in the
Yeah.
area, and their specialty roasts are usually served black.
That sounds
They
great.
won't serve it to you any other way because
Yeah, I
they want
can't
you to
do.
experience what they've spent the time and effort into roasting.
Yep.
Yeah, I can only do black. I can't do white coffee. Oh, not for me. Not for me.
No, thank you.
Hello.
We've all got a cartoon voice. It's fine.
Yeah. I think we're getting to that time. We're an hour and a half in.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going strong, continuous. So it's
Did
been
you
good.
guys go off the rails a bit?
A little bit. It's okay.
That's all right. That was good. We had a good chinwag about everything and anything. We did try and
Nice.
stick to the show topic, but I think we did do it. But we had a
The only thing we didn't talk about was the, and I think like I just kind of zoned through it because it hurts my heart to see that the FDA rejected approximately 55,000 PMTAs.
So I'm also wondering if that's because they did it wrong, or if they're also lumping that number in with the folks that you and I were talking about behind the scenes, conglomerate
I don't know, but like,
filing
and
multiple PMTAs for multiple companies under one name,
right.
which is against their rules.
Well, like this one article that I'm reading is from it's from C-Store Decisions. It says that the FDA said that they failed to provide evidence that they appropriately protect public health and must be removed from the market. So, and that is part of the FDA PMTA process, is to prove that it protects public health. But how the hell you're doing that with anything else? That doesn't make any sense to me.
They have failed time and time again in proving the danger to public health. We have known the danger of combustible tobacco for 60
Since the
plus
60s,
years.
right.
And I'm not going into why are they still on the market? Because no.
Right, no.
I don't get into that, and I tell anybody who gets into that to fuck right off, because cigarettes and the tobacco industry have money. E-liquid and the vaping companies do not.
Right. Most of them are small mom and pop business owners who cashed in their retirement because they quit smoking and they wanted to share their love of, hey guys, I'm finally able to not be a 25-year smoker to someone else.
There is no, again, same thing with alcohol and why they were deemed essential businesses through the pandemic. I will tell you why they were deemed essential. Because it is a public health emergency during a pandemic. You do not want an alcoholic going through withdrawals in an emergency room, taking up a bed for a COVID patient.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to keep those stores open to keep those people out of the hospitals. It may sound crude. It may sound completely against what all humanity is. but you have to look at it from a healthcare standpoint.
Let me
You have to
ask you
take-
guys this, because this is something that I've been concerned with, and I'm going to use that word very lightly because I don't have a crystal ball to look into the future, right? I mean, our PMTA deadline is coming. It's almost about 10 days away. It's September the 9th. Do you think that the FDA is not going to approve anyone unless it's a tobacco flavor? Because tobacco is a flavor.
In my own opinion, I think that's how they were skirting around a flavor ban, an all-out flavor ban, coming up with these ridiculous, erroneous, whatever, the PMTA process,
Right.
you have to submit all of your SKUs individually and this, that, and the other. And with this coming to light that they've completely disbanded 55,000 applications because they were flavored, you got to kind of read between the lines and that this was going on from the get-go.
I agree.
I mean,
And that's sad.
I'm all right.
Because, it's like,
I like tobacco flavors.
Like, well,
but I don't want to vape them all the time.
Well, and that, I'm thinking like through the whole history of vaping in the US, we've always been like, protect the stores, protect our vape shops. How is the FDA going to protect our vape shops if literally the only flavor that somebody can walk in and choose is tobacco?
The United States government is good at one thing: creating prohibition.
Creating red tape.
And allowing people to skirt prohibition. Look what happened in the 1920s with alcohol.
Yep.
It's the same goddamn thing. It's going to happen. You created the gray and black market by doing this and not taking into account the thousands upon thousands of papers with scientific proof. Oh, we don't want to listen to them because they're in the UK.
It just pisses me off because I'm like, I saw some snotty little comment from Scott Gottlieb. And every time they quote this man, it's former FDA commissioner. I'm like, guys, he hasn't been former since 2018 when he was like, oh, there's an epidemic of teen vaping. No. And, he was like, the vaping market has had plenty of years to get its shit together. And I'm like, wow.
We've had our shit together.
Everything people in this industry have tried to do, you've made it impossible for them to do.
It's gone.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Maybe he got Gottlieb.
Yeah. They just blocked him. No more.
Yeah.
It is sad what they're doing over there. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
No. They don't see it as a alternative to smoking. They don't see it as a way to break up with cigarettes for good.
I think the opposite of what's happening here is getting portrayed that vaping is safe.
That's awesome.
Which is also bad because it's not 100%
not safe. That's right. Everything has a risk.
We've got the opposite issue where we are having teens that are vaping. I see it all the time, like 16, 17-year-olds vaping, but I know they used to smoke.
Right.
So now they're vaping they call elf bars. Have you seen them? They're like little disposables.
Like the disposables.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone, all the teens are now vaping them, but the ones that I've seen vaping them were the ones that I saw having a sneaky smoke before school round the back, and they're now vaping. Is that a good thing? I suppose you can say yes, because they're not smoking, and as a teen, smoking is not good. I smoked since I was really young, but yeah, we're getting the wrong message over here where we've been told it is safe. Not really. It is safer, a lot safer than smoking, but it's not. I've had mates at work that have bought vapes for their kids. They was like, can you sort me out with liquid with no nicotine? I was like, why are you vaping then? He goes, oh, it's for my daughter. She just wants the flavour. I was like, no.
Right.
Not unless she's smoking, you're trying to get her off smoking. They're like, yeah, but it's safe though, it's fine, it's just flavours. That's what we're getting over here.
That would never, ever fly here because you have too many Karens
Yeah.
that are like, my kids.
Yeah. So obviously you're
Oh
getting
my
your
God.
issues, we've got our issues, which is it's nowhere near as bad, but in my eyes it's bad. I don't think unless you've had a smoking addiction, you shouldn't be vaping.
I agree.
Like, I've had mates at the pub that haven't smoked that like, give us a puff, like let me try it. Just because he's a grown man, he's in his 30s. It's like,
Right.
go and have a puff, and he'll have one puff, and oh, fuck me. Like, no, and
They're
then
like,
that's it.
yeah,
But, like,
it's
people
for
that,
smokers.
yeah, I think that's the issue we've got over here where people think, oh, it's safe. We'll just vape no nicotine. It's the nicotine that's the bad stuff. I don't want to be addicted to it. I just want to enjoy the flavours. But hey, apparently we're two different people, according to you a lot, but from what I
I
said, I
guess
think
so.
we're.
I guess so.
No.
You know, that time difference is making all the difference.
A lot of difference.
Yes.
Fucking silly bastards. So I'll probably get another community strike now. But I think we're at that time now because sadly I've got to work tomorrow, so we're gonna have to cut this at the hour and 40 minute. But Ern's in. Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro. I'll just leave the stream going. I'm going to go to bed, and these guys can carry on, and then you can just do a 24-hour stream till I get
Yeah,
out.
we'd have no way to shut it off.
Yeah, just leave it running. It's fine.
We'll be here.
As we're at the
Hey,
end of this,
don't you dare put the idea in anybody's head of us doing a fucking 24-hour stream.
Oh my God,
No.
no.
Oh, thank
Can't.
you. Can't and won't. My knees get fucked after a couple of hours, let alone sitting down here for 24 hours.
Right?
I suppose if I have a commode, could work.
Hey,
Could work. Just have to mute it every couple of hours. 1 minute. But
I've heard your ass.
yeah, it's
Nobody needs to hear that.
But as we're at the end, we'll do the rounds. So
well, you guys opened the show, so you can go ahead and close the show.
oh, so Josh.
I think that's you, Josh.
So Josh, why don't you pimp your stuff?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you again for joining us. I am sorry that I was late. I had a terrorist that doesn't go to sleep until 7 p.m. And like Adam said, he has to go to bed because he's got to be up in the wee hours of the morning. I had to take a little bit of time and be dad, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my kids. I love being a father, but I also like hanging out with you folks. So you got to pick one over the other. You can find me on Instagram, _vaping Jedi. You can email us because nobody else ever does at acrossthepondusuk@gmail.com.
Nobody sends us emails. It's fine.
Patreon, like I said, I alluded to, I'm going to be doing some things over on the Patreon while I'm on vacation next week. And leaving the 9th, coming back the 12th. Sorry, I'm going back to work on the 12th. I will be back on, the 2nd to the 9th. So I'll be back for a show. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Patreon, fun times. We're getting it done. Discord, we've got a Discord. It's fun. It's kind of boring sometimes because there's not a lot of people in there, and you know it's mostly made up of people who work for a living. God, that kind of sounded horrible. But anyway, thank you to our current patrons. You are allowing us to, fund the SoundCloud and Zoom and whatever else we gotta do. I actually just got the SoundCloud bill today. Yeah. Am I pimping you guys too, or are you gonna go and do your own thing?
Angela's goes next. That's the new one.
Oh, Angela goes next? Okay, all right. Well, Hi, I'm Angela, and you can find me over on Instagram at Angela Goes First. I do have a Twitter, but like I said, not really on it these days because it's just that cesspool of shit. Yeah, and if you want to follow my writing, you can go to ardentlyangela.com, which I haven't written in a hot minute, and I apologize for that, but I have been having a whole bunch of life things with trying to get kids into a different school, trying to sell the house is off the market because mama needs a mental break. So anyway, that's you know, just
And your realtor was a cunt.
oh my god, let's not talk about that.
So you done?
That's it. That's me, guys. Just
Before I go,
living my best life.
before I do mine, we forgot one thing, so we'll quickly run through it. Tunes for the playlist.
Yeah.
Fuck
Josh,
off.
go on, Angela, go on. What's your tunes?
Mine, I want to hear Midlife Crisis by Faith No More because Midlife Crisis, and Clean My Wounds by Corrosion of Conformity.
What was your second one?
Clean My Wounds by Corrosion of Conformity.
Go on, Josh.
So for some reason, the last show, the last couple of shows, the songs that I've picked have been because somebody passed away in the music industry, or now in the case somebody who is sick and they have announced their farewell show and they are going hard. Um, I think all of you do not know this, but back in middle school, early high school years, I was a very big Insane Clown Posse fan. Unfortunately, Joe Bruce, Violent J, was diagnosed with cancer, end stage, non-surgical. So my songs are "Homies" by the Insane Clown Posse and "Tilt-A-Whirl" by the Insane Clown Posse. If anybody is a fan of their music or not, it is what it is. Go give them a listen. Some of their stuff is pretty fucked up,
The
but at the
date show,
same point,
the dating game
it's
was a great one.
the Ned and Gamia. Um, that I mean, I've actually met the two of them a couple of times, and they were really nice guys. So go give them a listen.
Okay, my two tunes are two completely different genres, but
It's
Me and
okay.
Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin. Fucking love that tune.
You know who wrote
And
that? You know who wrote that, right?
no,
Chris Christopherson.
really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I love that tune though. It's a proper belter.
Yep.
And Red Tide Rising by Orange Goblin. So those are my two songs. So I'll add these tomorrow morning before I leave to work. Leave for work. So go find our playlist on Spotify. Yeah, and we got a fucking load of tunes on there now. It's a good playlist.
Oh
So
yeah.
go give them a listen. Um, Pimp my stuff. I'm still not selling at the moment. It shouldn't be too much longer. I'm now restocking coil, so I'll update you on Instagram and the Discord when all those are on sale. So if you want to follow me, it's at the Cloud Cartel UK on Instagram and the Cloud Space Cartel UK on Facebook. Quick shout out to our sponsor, which is Shake and Bake Media, Anthony Ramella. Really nice guy, does epic work. He done the intro for us. He's done the intro for Codename Wired. He's done, oh my god, it's Green Room. He's done lots and lots of work. So
Mixing it
go
up.
mixing it up. Go give him a follow on Shake and Bake Media on Instagram, and I am _ Anthony Ramella on Instagram, and just show him some love. Also to Birds of Passive Brewing Company. So go and check them out. Is it up and running yet? Is the
Not yet.
Go bookmark the website and keep your eye out for updates. You'll probably get an update on here when Angela
Oh, for
um,
sure.
we'll do a special episode around it. So just keep your eyes on it. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Everyone in chat. We've got Duchess. We've had Addy Tooney. We've had everybody in tonight. So thank you. If it isn't for you, this show would not be as successful as it has been. So yeah, keep an eye. Remember to hit that notification button. So when I upload the stream, you get the notification. And yeah, just be nice to each other. Don't be a dick. So stay safe, stay happy, and stay classy. See you later.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys. Come hang out in Discord.